We have discussed at length the proposed optimization actions at workshops and during study session last night. We will address each school one at a time. Do I hear a motion to close Santiago Primary?
Dr. Booker. I move that the board approve the closing of Santiago Primary and other school actions related to the school, consolidation, reorganization, and repurposing for the 2025-26 school year, and rezone students to schools for the 2025-26 school year as presented.
Dr. Booker, I second the motion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shanklin. Ms. Avalos, is there any discussion on this motion?
Dr. Booker, I'd like the opportunity to discuss the series of motions that will be made about all of the schools.
Dr. Garcia?
Rather than take it one at a time. So I want to begin by saying that this, obviously the board has gone through, and the administration has gone through a very difficult decision here, and I know that the impact on the students and the staff will be profound, or could be profound. While Aldine, as many districts in the state, has operated on a deficit budget for the last 2 years, and we have explored the cost-cutting options, or these cost-cutting options, to continue to provide what is expected and what our community is due and what our students are due. I am confident that rather than depend mostly on this optimization work, the board's goals and expectations are that the administration, along with the parents, will work fervently to explore every option to intentionally increase both enrollment and attendance, and that other cost-cutting options or efforts that least impact teaching and learning will occur in good conscience after having thought through this deeply, as you all have as well. And with this expectation, these things lead me in best, as I said, in good conscience, to refrain from supporting the recommendation to close schools with enrollments of over 400 students. And I just wanted to be able to explain that before we go through each of those schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. Okay, we'll begin the vote with Mr. Paul Shanklin.
Shanklin, yes.
Mead, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Bates, yes.
Garcia, no.
Booker, yes, and the motion carries.
Dr. Booker, may I have a moment of personal privilege?
Yes, sir, Mr. Bates.
Thank you very much. A wise man once told me the greatest honor that someone could give someone else is to say, lead me. And everyone up here has been told to lead the District of Aldine Independent School District. We have times that we enjoy the service. When we watch the small kids come here and do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and we see the honor guards. When we go to school functions and district functions, that's pretty cool, actually. But we also have another responsibility. And while the public has given us a responsibility to educate our children and given us the opportunity to make sure that they're going to be successful in life, and also give us a responsibility to make sure that when they leave home in the morning, that they get back home safely. But then there's another responsibility that the public gives us, and that responsibility is a financial oversight responsibility. And that is something that is as important. Everyone on this board has agonized during the discussions on this matter. I would even suggest that everyone on this board has some type of personal relationship with not just the schools themselves, but also the students from those various schools. But that doesn't stop us from having the responsibility to be stewards of taxpayer monies that are given to us. And so it's with a heavy heart, actually, that I move that the board approve the closing of Stovall Primary and other school actions related to school consolidation, reorganization, or repurposing for the 2025 school year and rezone students to schools for the 2025-2026 school year as presented. I will add one of the things that made it, that helped me get to that decision was that I am convinced that the students who will be moving from schools that are closing down, they will either be moved to a better facility that will help the learning process, or they will be moving to a higher achieving school academically, and in most cases, both.
Before I second, I want to say actually that I share Mr. Bates' sentiments. I attended all 3 community meetings with a purpose. I wanted to see and meet the people, the parents, the kids that were there, very well attended. And I wanted to assure them by my presence that I know what they were going through, in the sense that I know that they were going to have to be inconvenienced in so many ways, but at the same time, being stewards of taxpayers' money. We have to be very thoughtful about how we spend it, but I kept thinking in the back of my mind, by moving these kiddos to a better school that is more equipped, better facilities especially. When I tell you, and I'll have to tell you very frankly, that when I entered, 1 foot, I am handicapped, and my right foot set my foot inside that school, I thought, our kids do not belong here. They need better facilities. For a person that is handicapped to walk the halls of the pavement that is not even smooth, it's like gravel or pebble or something. I thought our kids deserve better, and I would think that the parents themselves would want that for their kids. And so I have to tell myself that that we're making a change and we're moving the kiddos with a purpose. Understand that we are there as board members to support the change, to support the teachers. The teachers we attended, in fact, it was at Smith that we went to the library along with the President Booker and the superintendent, and assured them that they would be given the red carpet. Now, where can you hear that? You know, they're going to be given the opportunity to go to the school that they would like to teach. You know, the most important thing is these kids are not going to go to, it's not like when you're relocated when you are in the Army. These kids are going with their own friends, and their own teachers. So, you know, the change is, while it is difficult, and it will be tough on them, and it'll take a while to adjust. It's for their, I believe, in my heart, and I have agonized. It was a good word, Dr. Bates. I have agonized over it, but I knew that I had to also consciously make a decision that would save the district financial burden, but at the same time, more importantly, the kids are going to benefit. On that, I pledge that I will take a personal interest in that. And so I will second that motion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bates and Mrs. Sparza. We'll begin the vote with Dr. Garcia.
Garcia, no.
Bates, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Mead, yes.
Shanklin, yes.
Booker, yes, and the motion carries. Our next motion?
I move that the board approve the closing of Eckerd Elementary and other school actions related to school consolidation, reorganization, or repurposing for the 2025-26 school year, and rezone students to schools for the 25-26 school year as presented.
Mead seconds the motion.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Avalos and Mr. Mead. Is there any further discussion on this one from anyone? Okay, we'll begin the vote with Mr. Paul Shanklin.
Shanklin, yes.
Mead, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Bates, yes.
Garcia, no.
Booker, yes, and the motion carries.
Motion to close Olson Elementary. I move that the board approve the closing of Olson Elementary and other school actions related to school consolidation, reorganization, or repurposing for the 25-26 school year, and rezone students to schools for the 25-26 school year as presented.
Bates, I second.
Thank you, Mr. Mead. Mr. Bates, any further discussion?
No.
Okay, we'll begin the vote with Dr. Garcia.
Garcia, no.
Bates, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Mead, yes.
Shanklin, yes.
Booker, yes, and the motion carries. Do we have another motion?
Motion to close Raymond Elementary. I move that the board approve the closing of Raymond Elementary and other school actions related to schools consolidation, reorganization, or repurposing for the 2025-26 school year, and rezone students to schools for the 2025-26 school year as presented.
With a heavy heart, I second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Bates and Mr. Shanklin. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Paul Shanklin.
Shanklin, yes.
Mead, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Bates, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Booker, yes, and the motion carries. Do we have another motion?
I move that the board approve the closing of Smith Elementary and other school actions related to school consolidation and reorganization or repurposing for the 2025-26 school year, and rezone students to schools for the 2025-2026 school year as presented.
I second the motion.
Thank you, Ms. Esparza and Ms. Avalos. We'll begin the vote with Dr. Garcia.
Garcia, no.
Bates, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Before I vote, I would like to say I have attended the meetings, and I truly don't want to close any school, but because of financial reasons and also putting kids into better schools, I think that's important for our kids, and I think that the superintendent and our group has done a fair job of being as transparent as we can with all of our parents by meeting at schools and letting them know where their child would go. So with that, I vote yes.
Shanklin here, I'm going to vote yes as well, but I would like to say that given the work of our administration and the staff, we've gotten all the information that we need as to the school closing, but it's not over. We still have to balance budget, and if you're watching the news, you know what's going on in our state, in our nation. We're not getting extra money. We have to do something, and we handle this just like it for our own budgets. We have a fiduciary responsibility to you, and with that, I vote yes.
Okay, and before I place my vote, I would like to say, just ask the other board members, we wish we could have 100,000 students in 100 campuses, but with what's going on, we have to do what's best for the district. But I do want the staff and the student body and the community to know that you have our support. We are listening. We are going to meet the needs of our staff and our students. And as the board member said, this is a hard decision, but as board members, we have to make the tough decisions for the betterment of our district. So with that being said, I vote yes as well, and the motion carries.